Digital. I am Adarsh Vepachedu. Today, I would like to bring to your notice two things Dr. Anthony Fauci, US President Biden's chief medical advisor for the COVID-19 pandemic, has said. For the United States, Dr. Fauci said masking, which is our biggest weapon against COVID-19, can be relaxed in indoor spaces as more and more people get vaccinated. On the other hand, for India, Dr. Fauci has called for a nationwide lockdown. Sounds like a polar opposite, doesn't it? Well, is it the reflection of where the two most affected countries by COVID-19 stand, or is there something amiss? I had a word with public health expert Dr. Vivekanand Jha to try and make some sense of what Dr. Fauci has advised, and this is what he had to say. Many thanks, Dr. Vivekanand, for speaking to us. In the case of the United States, Dr. Fauci says indoor masking norms can be relaxed. Yes, 1/3 of the US has been vaccinated, but is that enough, and is that some sort of a cutoff? On the other hand, the CDC has clearly warned of airborne transmission just 3 days ago, and the CDC also mandates that fully vaccinated people must also be wearing their masks at all times. And that is exactly what we follow right here in India as well. Do you see Dr. Fauci coming from a scientific standpoint, or does he somehow bewilder you as well?
First of all, thanks for inviting me. And the answer to your question is no, he doesn't bewilder me at all. His answer is nuanced if you unpack it appropriately. I don't think his suggestion was that everyone in US should start relaxing masking, etc. So this needs to be done appropriately and might need to be done differently in different parts of US as well. It also depends on the status of the individuals who are getting together, where, depending on whether they are vaccinated or not, what is their comorbidity profile, etc. So it is quite appropriate for a group of fully vaccinated individuals to meet in a small group situation, even if they are relatively unmasked. Whereas the vaccination status is unclear, or you have a mixed group, then it is, of course, more appropriate to maintain appropriate restrictions and precautions as you have outlined.
So it almost seems as if it boils down to locating these areas where vaccination has taken place in a more elaborate manner, and then go ahead and relax these norms there, correct?
Absolutely. So whatever advice is given, it should be interpreted in the context of the situation where it has to be implemented. Okay. So it's not a blanket country-wide recommendation that everyone should check off their masks and go around mingling with each other.
Okay. Doctor, on the other hand, in India's case, Dr. Fauci has advised the authorities here the exact opposite. He said a nationwide lockdown is the need of the hour in India. Even the Indian Medical Association has called for a complete, well-planned and pre-announced lockdown. Cases today have seen a slight dip. Where are we headed as of now, and should we be considering Dr. Anthony Fauci's advice of a nationwide lockdown currently?
So look, a nationwide lockdown is out of the question for a number of reasons, which we know well. A harsh lockdown was implemented last year, and it led to a lot of economic deprivation of a large number of people, and there were challenges with migration and so on and so forth. So pretty much everyone agrees in India that a nationwide lockdown of the type that was enforced last year is not on the cards. Having said that, community transmission is ongoing at a rapid pace. You did say that there is a slight dip, but it's just a slight dip, and I don't think it's a dip yet. You can say that there is a sort of plateau being maintained for the last few days with a bit of seesaw pattern in the numbers, right? So while that is good news that the number of cases is not rising as it was until about even a week ago, still the number of cases is very high, which indicates community transmission to be ongoing. We do need to interrupt that community transmission. It needs to happen through appropriate containment. Nationwide lockdown is not possible, but appropriate lockdown in areas of very high transmission is quite appropriate. Even areas where transmission is not known to be high, they need to be on high alert and maintain very, very strict containment measures in the sense of, masking and social distancing.
But most states are anyway doing that at this point in time. So that's pretty much enough, is what you're saying.
Well, that's obviously it's not been enough so far, even though the states are doing it. There has been some dip, but I think everyone recognizes that we went kind of overboard as a population until about 8 to 12 weeks ago with a total disregard of the required norms, which was responsible, along with, of course, the emergence of the mutants. And we have to recognize that these mutants are likely much more transmissible than the older variants that we saw in the first wave and that the other countries saw. We don't yet know, I think, the extent of the various mutations that have developed in the Indian COVID population. We do need to do more sequencing, identify more of these mutations, and understand the kinetics of transmission of these mutations. And that will allow us to really make more informed decisions in the days ahead of us. But at this time, there is significant community transmission, and some advice regarding lockdown is quite appropriate. Dr. Fauci's advice would have made more impact, I think, if we had acted on it maybe a month ago. That time has passed. We are where we are today. But even today, as I said, the transmission rates are quite high, and it would be completely irresponsible to suggest that Dr. Fauci's advice is not made in the right spirit.
All right. So he's come from a certain scientific viewpoint, both in cases of the United States and also in India's case as well. Many thanks, Dr. Vivekanand Jha, for speaking to us and for shedding light on what Dr. Anthony Fauci has advised to the two countries. Many thanks indeed. If you like the information that I've shared with you, make sure you like and share this video. And yes, subscribe to TV9 Digital on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until next time.